bitch out the room and gave her no breakfast. Had to stash the jewels, these bitches so reckless. Keep my hoes on cruise, I'm talking naughty uptown, showing off for new things. Couldn't take it all, so I gave her chain. She called me top shots.
Hi there. Hi perks, it's me again. I know you guys missed me. I don't know why you missed me. I mean, I just saw you the other day. This video is about your love language. Apparently there are 5 love languages, and the reason I decided to do this video is because for 2 reasons. One, we have a whole topic on communication and relationships coming up on our channel, our share channel, me and my friends share channel. We dishing it. It should be coming up this Saturday, so check it out when you get the chance. This Saturday, the 28th-ish, 30th of April-ish. I don't have a calendar next to me right now, or I do, but I'm not leaving the screen, so don't quote me on it, but it should be the Saturday after this video goes up. And for 2, the reason I decided to do this is because I noticed that with my family, we tend to not really tell each other like we love you or like thank you and stuff. We kind of like show our love by like kind of like being mean and joking around with each other. And I noticed like certain things my mom would do that you could tell that she's trying to say she loves you without actually coming out and saying it. And I was like, yeah, you know, everyone has their own different way of showing how much they love. So, or how they love, I should say. So I decided to do one for myself. First of all, they said that the biggest problem in relationships is the lack of communication. So I think when you get to learn each person's like love language in each relationship, like it can make things easier for you. So I went onto this website. It is called 5lovelanguages.com, and you will go and check that out as soon as you finish watching my video. When I took the quiz, I think it was like a 30-question quiz, they told me that for my highest score, acts of service is my love language. So that means I like to see people, it is attractive for people to show acts of service to show me that they love me, and I like to do acts of service to show people that I love them. And that goes for anyone, like in a relationship or with like my family and stuff like that. Like that's just what I do. Like I don't really say how I'm feeling, so I kind of show people how I'm feeling. And yeah, so that's how I usually go about it. So that was my number 1. 2 is quality time with someone. Just being around that person, whether we're not doing anything, just like talking or just hanging out, as long as I'm like with that person, like that quality time is like really important to me. The other 3 things that are also on the list is physical touch, receiving gifts, and words of affirmation, and those are like so low on scores on my list. Not saying that they're not important, but they're not as important to me. So physical touch is like the 3rd thing that I scored, and the 2 bottom ones was receiving gifts and words of affirmation. Like I feel like I don't need to be physically touched all the time to feel like I'm cared for or loved. I just kind of understand it if they're showing me acts of service or giving me quality time. Receiving gifts and words of affirmation kind of tied for the very bottom ones. Everyone loves gifts. Let's not kid ourselves. But receiving a gift and it's just, it's like, it's whatever. Like if you're giving, I talked about this before, like if you're giving someone a gift, they just went out to the store and bought this gift for you because it's your birthday or it's Christmas, and it's not really something you are in love with, they just bought it for you just because it's the occasion and they wanted to just give you something to say that they gave it to you. Like to me, that gift is like worthless to me. Like it can mean absolutely nothing. You can spend $500, $1,000 on that gift. If it didn't come from your heart, it was just you just doing it just because, again, it's like a special occasion, that's not gonna mean anything to me. Like if it came from your heart, like if you made something for me, you drew it, you took your time to write it out, like you put thought into it, like you know what I like, and you gave it to me, and you did your research into something, and it costs $2, like I would find that way better and way more special than if you were to have bought something for $500, $1,000. Like it's not the gift, it's like what's behind the gift that you're giving me. Words of affirmation, like I don't need to be told that I'm a good person or that I'm loved or anything. Like I don't need it. Again, if you're showing me acts of service and you're giving me quality time, I'm going to take that as, oh, you love me. Like I don't need to hear it. Like I just need to see it. That makes any sense, okay? Alright, so let me read what they give for the definition of acts of service. It says, can helping with homework really be an expression of love? Absolutely. Anything you do to ease the burden of responsibilities weighing on an acts of service person will speak volumes. The words he or she most wants to hear, let me do that for you. Laziness, broken commitments, and making more work for them tells speakers of this language their feelings don't matter. When others serve you out of love and not obligation, you feel truly valued and loved. And that, oh my gosh. Man, if my future husband was to say, hey, baby, let me cook you a meal tonight. Or, hey, I got the dishes. Don't worry about it. What? I'm giving you 3 babies tonight. And then the next one was quality time. In quality time, nothing says I love you like full undivided attention. Being there for this type of person is critical, but really being there with the TV off, fork, knife down, and all chores and tasks on standby makes you feel truly special and loved. Distraction, postponed activities, or the failure to listen can be especially hurtful. I agree with some of it. Distractions, I don't mind the distractions as long as I'm with the person. They can be doing other things too, but as long as they're with me, like I'm okay, because they could be anywhere else in the world, but they're with me. Postpone activities, like if you commit to saying you're going to do, and I agree with this 110%, but if you agree to go and do something with me, I'm going to get excited about it and I'm going to hold you to it. So if you postpone it, and it happens very often, it's going to start to become a problem. Like it hurts my feelings a lot. And failure to listen can be especially hurtful. I don't tell people my feelings that often, so if I'm telling it to you, I expect you to listen. So if you're not, if you don't seem like you care, I'm probably not going to tell you what I need to tell you in the future. It's going to be hard for me to open up again. It's either going to take me a really, really, really long time to open up again, or I'm just probably not going to open up to you ever again after that. It says, you may have scored certain ones of love languages more highly than others, but do not dismiss those other love languages as insignificant. Your friends and loved ones may express love in those ways, and it will be beneficial for you to understand this about them. In the same way, it will benefit your friends and loved ones to know your love language and express his affection for you in ways that you interpret as love. Every time you or they speak one another's language, you score emotional points with one another. Of course, this isn't a game with a scorecard, but basically they're saying that you gotta meet in the middle. Some people get it just all twisted and stuff, but I think if you like talk and you communicate and you let the other person know exactly what is important to you, what they feel is important to them, like you can meet in the middle, and it really doesn't have to be that hard. And I think that would make a successful relationship or a successful marriage if you just listen and pay attention and get to really learn each other's wants and needs. That's basically what it boils down to. And I really think it could be very helpful. You don't even need to go to counseling for this. You just need to hop on Google and you just need to talk to Jesus. Hello. That's what I'm doing, talking to Jesus. Jesus really needs to help me. Jesus needs to help me in all areas of my life right now. So I'm curious what your love language is. So after you take this test, I'm going to leave the link of the test in the description bar. After you take the test, let me know what you received. I would love to know what your score is. And I'd also like to learn more about like how that benefited you in any relationship that you had. Like, did the person that you're with or your friends and your family, did they have like a similar love language, or is it like the complete opposite? Because sometimes opposites attract, and then sometimes opposites just make things worse. So let me know. I'm very curious to find out. And until next time, guys, enjoy. Bye, love you, perps.